Well, good morning folks, it's Mish here. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to go on a little prospecting adventure today. It's also a camping adventure. I actually stayed in this location last night. The sun is just coming up. We've got mine workings in the background. Hopefully you can find a little bit of yellow amongst them. But anyway, I'll show you my camp setup and then we'll go on an adventure. Well, I thought I'd better give you a quick tour of my humble abode before we set off prospecting. I've got the mighty GPX and my pick ready to go. Got a mega ultra comfy chair. Oh my goodness, who needs a swag? I could have curled up and fallen asleep in this thing, I reckon. However, we do have the humble swag. Old Faithful here's seen me through a few trips. We've got the Bluetti with my phone still on charge. Forgot to charge it last night. And as I've found out, the GPX 6000 batteries will charge really nicely on this little baby unit, because if we have a look, it's only using a total of 26 watts of power at the moment. It's probably about 10 or so going to my phone and the rest going to that battery. So in case you're wondering, even a little baby power inverter will be good for charging your GPX batteries. We will probably hook up the solar panels soon, as the sun is just starting to come up. But I think given how hot it's going to be today, we might grab our gear and we might go prospecting, see if we can beat the heat. All right, catch you out there. All right, first target of the day on this beautiful morning. I will show you what I'm working here. Hello everyone. So you can see some old workings here. Now there was a reef here, the reef has been excavated out. Obviously there's a few dump piles of soil and quartz and whatnot around the perimeter. So that's exactly what I'm checking this morning. And the first signal was right on top of some hard clay here. I moved it as soon as I brushed it with the pick. So I thought, probably not gold if it's sitting loose on top. And sure enough, we won't drag this out any longer. Just a little bit of lead shot for the first target of the day. Now I did get one little bit of gold last night. I'll put that up on the screen somewhere here. So I'm optimistic that there is yellow about. I have found gold in this region before. Just hopefully we can find some on camera today. So here's a fun one. I got a signal and my signal was, careful, careful, kind of down there. Now what you might notice, might be a little bit hard to tell in the video, that's a fairly steep drop. I obviously really don't want to go close to that edge as I don't think it's overly stable. So I grabbed my pick, I kind of raked as far as I could to bring the signal this way a little bit, and I finally moved it. There's a little stick in the ground where I've just kind of marked where the signal was. I'm going to see if I can find it with you guys. So again, I can't go any closer to that edge, so if it slips out of reach, we'll just have to use the pick to get it back. But we are on. I'm hoping it'll be good, being in the old workings. That it won't just be a rogue bit of lead shot. Looking for lead shot, can't see it. It's not a lot in my scoop at this point. But we'll just strategically pull pieces out. Alright, down to a couple of things. Not that. Ooh, what is this? Please be, please be. Honestly, I can't tell in this light whether that's lead colour or gold colour. Drum roll, please. Might have to even give this one a wash first. Oh yes! Folks, we are on the gold. All right, let me get you down from that tree. We'll have a closer look together. Yes! All right, before I show you the little bit, let me give you a better idea of that drop. The signal was sort of here originally. And the drop down there at the deepest point, probably about 5 or 6 meters down, maybe 18 feet. So probably wouldn't die, but I'd have a couple of nasty broken limbs if I fell off that edge. So we'll stay right back here. But anyhow, can I get you some good light? That might have to do, my friends, but that is a nice little bit of gold to start our morning. Probably not even a 0.1 of a gram, but a lovely little round bit. Hopefully we can find some more in these workings. Starting to get warm out here. But we've got a strong signal in this flat area. It kind of sounds strong enough that it might just be sitting on top, but we'll have a listen. If we triangulate it a little bit, thinking right about there. So we'll grade it off. We'll see if the target moves with our initial little scratching, and then we'll know if it was sitting on top or not. Nope, still in the ground. Okay. Are we placing bets? Will it be lead shot? Will it be a little bit of gold? This is a very kind of gravelly section, I suppose. It's not hard clay. But I don't know, my odds are pretty much... Woohoo, settle down. Let's run a noise cancel. As I was saying, my odds are probably on lead shot for this one. Still in the ground. At least it's easy to scrape. We are getting down to the clay layer now. Hopefully it's in that scratching. We've definitely moved it. Oh, goodness me. Jeez, it's almost blanking out the machine, whatever it is. Can't see anything obvious yet. Look, if it's a big bit of gold, I'm not going to complain. It's a big bit of something. As for what? I think it's this bit. It is this bit. What colour are you? Well, not sure on this one. Actually, it's not looking good. The more I scratch, the more silvery blue colour it's going. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that is just a little squashed up bit of lead. Oh well. I did say that this probably wasn't going to be gold, but the more we dig, the more we learn. Well folks, I'm a little sad. I found a teeny tiny signal. I was moving it around. I got so far as it being in the scoop, and then when I sifted some into my hand, it wasn't in the scoop, and then it wasn't in the contents of my hand either. So hopefully we can redeem ourselves here. This is a very strong signal though. I'm always dubious of very strong signals. For me, they usually end up being a big bit of tin or iron or the like. Just running a noise cancel because we've got a plane in the background, but you'll hear this really loud signal in a moment. So it's a bit haywire, and it's all in this kind of region. So we'll dig it up, we'll see what we get. Goodness me. Oh, I think I see a little bit of iron here. I'll grab that out of my hand, put the rest in the scoop. Oop. That's what it was. Can't win them all. Just a, where are you? Teeny tiny little bit of rusty junk. So this is interesting. Again, on the edge of the little valley gully thing here. I actually did step down part way and check this area, and there was an absolutely screaming surface signal. Expected it to be junk, of course, but I did pull up a bit of metal, but it's an interesting piece of metal. Let me see if I can get you a little bit of light here. That'll do it. It's actually got writing on it. This goes this way up. And you can sort of see Holden's, a bit of a large word there, and then some more words at the bottom. It's a little bit easier to tell if we reverse it, so we can see the stamping. So from what I can tell, that says RS Holden's, and it's like Enthusiast. That's not the full word. And then I'm going to assume that word is just bear, maybe these. I don't know what this piece is. I do suspect it has quite a bit of age to it. Now, if I find any information on it, you're going to know about it now. If I don't, can you please let me know what you know about this piece? Cool. Didn't expect to get many relics today, but I will certainly take that one. Well, you can probably tell that that sun is really starting to bear down on me now. I think I'm going to stop for lunch shortly before it gets too hot. But have a look. Where are we? There we go. This is the middle of a track. Now, this track is not used very often, but as you can see, it is quite water-worn. It's down to hard clay, so I thought I'll just give it a skim over. You know, it might not be too far away from some targets in the ground. Lo and behold, I got a faint signal here. Where are we? There we are. Faint signal in this region. It might not be the only signal. I'm still yet to work that out, but I've dug it up, and guess what? It's a teeny tiny little bit of gold. Let's have a look. Now, when I say teeny tiny, friends, I am not exaggerating by any means. Can you see that speck just there? Hopefully, we can get it to shine a little bit in the light, just to show you, there it is, that is gold. I have no idea how I've managed to get this signal. My goodness, it is a speck. My finger for scale. Absolutely microscopic, but it absolutely counts. Wonder if my scales will even pick that up. All right, let's keep moving. Well, the first bit after lunch didn't take too long actually, and I haven't gone far. You can probably see my panels off in the distance there. And it is another little bit of fly poop, my friends. You're going to have to take my word for it that that's golden scoop. Oh, tiny signals. I have this real dilemma. Do I stop for all of these, or do I start being a little bit picky and only go for the stronger signals? Look, I don't know. It's all a learning journey. I should probably still keep digging it all, but it's another bit of gold, guys. All right, we've got something in the scoop here. Now, my teeny tiny bit of gold was just a couple of feet that way, not far. This one's a little stronger sounding. But I thought we might find out together. See what it is. Checking for any obvious lead shot. That's a relative. Might be. Dang! You hope that all the live digs are going to be the good ones. Never ends up that way. One little bit of lead shot won't even bring it up to the camera. Let's keep going. Yeah. I'm lost for words, it's that hot, but my goodness is it hot. So we're at the peak of the heat for the day. I don't think this is quite as hot as it was for me yesterday, but we're still looking sort of 35, 36, and a very dry heat. Getting a nice breeze every so often, but at the moment it's dead still and I'm absolutely cooking. So I'm gonna shade hop. I actually had a few hours off, just sat in my chair in the shade and watched the world go by. I think that's pretty important from time to time. Now I am taking you back to my detector at the moment. The camera was back at the car because I want to show you this. Now, before you go, gee Mish, you made a heck of a mess there. I didn't make that mess. That was actually an existing dig hole that someone's left behind. I ran the detector over it. There was a signal. I hunted that signal and I found that signal, and I'd like to show you what that signal is. So come on, let's have a look. Now, I haven't gotten rid of all of the bits and pieces out of here, but hopefully you can see on the left there, one of those pieces is a little bit shinier than the rest. Don't drop it, Mish, don't drop it. Oh, anyway, that'll have to do. In the crook of my fingers there, you can see a nice little bit of gold. Now, it was right in the middle of this big messy dig site. The GPX had no issue whatsoever hearing this signal. So I might give it another check over. Maybe they've missed more than one bit. It's a fairly sizable hole that they've dug. If there's another signal, we might do a live dig, but otherwise, on to the next. Does that look like a steep drop over there? Because I can assure you, that is a steep drop over there. We won't be going any closer to this edge, put it that way. At a guess, probably at least 15 meters down. So that's about 45 feet. Yep, pretty steep. But we have a signal in this clump here. It's actually in the clump. So we're going to try and break it up and see what we can see. You think it'll be in this half or the half in my hand? Okay, play that again. This half or the other half? Ah, who got this one right? Can we go a 3 for 3? What about now? Aha! Well, hopefully it's in this. Yes, it is. We'll grab that bit of quartz out. Oh! Now, before I look at this any closer, I am yet to get what's known as a specie, so a little specimen of gold that's wedged into a bit of quartz or the like. The odds are pretty good that that is going to be a specie. Let's clean it up. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Just above the scoop, just in case it's something that's again. Oh no, that's in the rock. My first specie, guys. Oh, and you got to see it unveiled on camera. Now, let me have a better look at this screen so I can see what you're seeing. In fact, come here. It's not a great deal of light here, but I have no doubt you can see that little bit of gold in the top. I don't know if that's the only side. Might very well be. No, none on that side. Doesn't look like any on that end, so just that one little bit of gold. Oh, that's going on display at home. My first specie. Absolutely marvellous. All right. I'll make sure there's no other signals in there because this doesn't seem like a whole lot of gold. That said, there might be some stuck in the quartz, but I'm not going to break this one up. This one's special. Well, you just know that I've been sitting here for the past minute cleaning it, don't you? Feast your eyes. That's a little bit cleaner. It's actually a nice little bit of gold. It's a little bit more in there than I thought. Still the only side that it appears to be on. But that's damn cool. I'm so happy with that. We're on to another target. Now the gold in the specie you just saw was just over there by a couple of feet. Not far at all. As you can see, we're still playing close to the little edge here. Makes me think I probably shouldn't put my detector that close, but oh well. I'll soon learn, won't I? Oop. Oh my goodness. This is a loud one. It's either a big old bit of lead shot or, well, hopefully a big old bit of gold. That said, I did get a rusty nail here and here. This doesn't sound loud enough to be a nail. I certainly can't see a nail. But I can see a lead shot. Ah! We did get that gold on a live dig, I suppose, so can't win them all. Now I do have another dig that I'm going to show you. Haven't got it in the scoop yet, but we're getting there. There you go. But I know for the last few digs you've probably been wondering about what's down there. Now, forgive me while I concentrate here, because I'm not going to go super close to the edge here. I don't know if you can get a feel for that on camera, but that little pole there is one that you would find on the side of a road, and it's probably about 3 foot tall, and it's all the way down there. So yeah, we might be a little bit careful here. There's full trees that have fallen down into this little, bit more than little, but have fallen down there anyway. All right, let's work out what my dig is, and let's move away from this ledge now. I managed to whittle that down rather quickly. Oh, is that a bit of metal? No, that's a bit of bark. Nothing obvious yet. Oh yes, there is. I think I see lead shot. Oh goodness. All right, that's the last lead shot I show. It's gold from here out until the end of the adventure. All right, multitasking. Detector in one hand, camera in the other. You don't come across a signal like this every day. Now I just got to find where it is again. Yep, there it is. I'm sure you could probably hear then that my detector was blanking out. Now, have you seen the target yet? Looks like we've got ourselves a little sunbaker. As for what it is, not well, I know what it is. It's a coin. How old is it? Not very. That is Queen Elizabeth II. So it's a modern coin of some sort. 1966, 1 cent piece. Relatively modern, but probably been sitting out here for a few decades at the very least. Probably 30 more years. Didn't expect that one today. Alright, well, we've got some money on the board as well, I suppose. Nice. Well friends, you guessed it, we've reached the end of the hunt. Didn't find any more gold after that last little bit, but all in all, I've found a ton of tiny pieces today, and I found that first specie, a first of any sort of find. It's always a wonderful thing, but that was just magical, and I'm really glad you were along for the ride when I found it. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna watch that sun go down behind me, maybe contemplate life, maybe contemplate the fact that I could be sitting on an ant nest right now. But all in all, it's been a really good day out, and I appreciate you coming along for the ride. So if you did enjoy this adventure, please don't forget to hit the like button. But in the meantime, guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you on my next adventure. Cheers.